Pam here.
Lee.
And today we are in the beautiful kitchen of our friends John and Holly Reynolds. And we're going to mix up some amazing summer cocktails for you today, and using nothing but Kentucky's favorite spirit, bourbon, of course. John knows just a thing or two about mixing drinks because he used to bartend at Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans. Right, John?
That's true.
But now you're a fabulous attorney, and you can find him at johnreynoldslawoffice.com. And we know this because we have him on retainer. He protects us on a daily basis.
In case we get in
He's
trouble.
got great skills, so we highly recommend him. You need to check him out.
That's right.
But for right now, he's entertaining us with a drink, so please tell us what you're going to make.
So we'll start with an old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned.
Nice.
And that is usually 1 sugar cube or about a teaspoon of sugar, a couple of dashes of bitters.
What is bitters?
I don't know. It sounds bitter.
Yeah.
Bitters are herbs that are distilled down in an alcohol base.
Okay.
You learned something new.
Yeah, but I
Buffalo
didn't know.
Distillery does their own.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
They're very popular down in Louisiana.
I'm taking it that's bourbon.
Yeah, I'm using Woodford Reserve for this.
Okay.
And then once this is in here, we'll mix it with the ice, top it with soda water, and then garnish it.
Nice.
John has a special ice maker that makes this fabulous ice that he uses for all of his cocktails.
Yeah, you have to have clear ice when you're making cocktails.
Mm.
Yes. See how
Because
clear-
it makes it pretty, or that is
it does look pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just looks pretty.
yeah.
Now, the Old Fashioned has a really neat history with a Kentucky connection. Colonel James E. Pepper was a famous horseman and bourbon enthusiast, and he used to go to a club in Louisville called the Pendennis Club. Now, while he was there, they concocted him this drink called the Old Fashioned, and when he traveled to New York, he would go and stay at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, and he would hobnob with people like the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts. And so, of course, like any good Kentuckian, he wants to share his love of bourbon with his friends, and he got them hooked on it. And so from there, the drink really exploded. It was super popular all up until modern day, and John made quite a few, I'm sure, back in his days at Pat O'Brien's.
Very popular drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And in fact, they're getting ready to relaunch the Old Pepper Distillery here in Lexington.
Right.
And I don't know about you, Tam, but I think we add that to our list.
Absolutely.
To go check it out.
Yeah, it's on the to-do
You guys
list.
have to come,
Definitely.
right? Yeah, definitely have
Sounds
to come.
good.
And John and Holly and I had a slight obsession with the show Mad Men for a little while, and so we feel very Don and Betty Draper drinking the Old Fashioned. So
And I'm kind of thinking John looks like Don, don't
you
you?
should see his hair slick back. He's totally Don Draper.
Yeah. Holly seems to think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's.
Okay, let's
Raise
try
a glass.
that. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks, John. Cheers.
Thank you, John.
Thanks,
Cheers.
John. Bartenders don't drink.
Wow. Tastes
Really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see why you're a bartender for as long
Yeah.
as you are. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to tip you afterwards. Just saying.
All right.
Okay. So, okay, everybody, we're going to move on to the next drink.
Excited
It's
about
called the
this drink.
Pomegranate Bourbon Sour. And I'm excited too because I'm going to tell you about it. Tamara and I got the opportunity to visit the Chateau Bourbon in Louisville, Kentucky this week.
It was an awesome bed and breakfast.
Yes. And it's owned by the fabulous Missy and John. I'm telling you, these guys are amazing. We love them. And Missy is an unbelievable cook, and she actually crafted this drink on her own. So we begged her for the recipe. We knew we had a hookup with a great bartender. We said, send it to us and let's make it. So John's making it for us right now. It is the pomegranate bourbon sour, like I mentioned. It has 2 ounces of bourbon.
2 ounces, not your normal one.
No.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, we could feel it, but you didn't feel like you were tasting a lot of bourbon at
Pure
one time.
alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a nice drink, and you actually have to be kind of careful with it because you sip it down like lemonade.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Potent.
Yes, and it has 1 ounce of pomegranate juice. It has 1 ounce of orange juice, a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and a 1/2 of lemon squeezed. And then you shake it over ice like
Shake it,
this.
shake it, shake it.
That's the best part, isn't it? See, this is, I love this team.
Teamwork.
I
I
love
love
this team.
teamwork.
They're so cute. They're so cute. And then you strain it over ice, and then you garnish it with a lemon.
It's a beautiful linen here.
Yeah.
On a Kentucky cutting board, of
And
course.
didn't Holly do a fantastic job? And is this setup not gorgeous?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Holly did such a great
Yeah.
job for us.
Yeah, and in fact, John's gonna have to tell us about his liquor because he's got some amazing stuff here.
Well, John loves bourbon. He's kind of a bourbon snob. So, what are your favorite bourbons, John?
Well, what I have sitting out is a couple of wheated bourbons from Buffalo Trace, Elmer T. Lee and Weller 12. Both are very hard to come by.
So he won't let us drink these.
Yeah.
That's in other words.
But that's why we hang out with him too.
That's right.
So.
All right. So we're ready for our pomegranate
Okay.
bourbon.
All right.
Oh
All right, you're gonna have to
I'm
taste
gonna
this.
have to taste
Cheers.
yours.
Thanks, John.
Oh my god, it's as good as I remember.
It is as good as
It
I
is.
remember.
I'm kind of shocked,
It's
John,
really
that you actually
good.
did it.
My,
As
Yeah.
my first time.
In fact, you need to drink it. You gotta drink it.
Try
Try
it.
it out.
Mm.
You're
So
gonna-
one thing
is
we
that not
love-
good?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
not
really,
good?
really good.
That's delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah.
One thing we
Very
loved
good.
about Chateau
Very
Bourbon
refreshing.
was that every afternoon they have a happy hour for their guests. And I thought that's such a great idea. We need to do that. Get unplugged from our electronic devices. Once you go to our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at kytastebuds.com.
Yeah.
But once you do that, unplug for a period of time. Sit down. Missy had for us this wonderful dessert. It was a homemade brownie with homemade ice cream, caramel sauce. Oh my gosh, it was so
So
good.
good. Yeah.
And she made that drink. Very simple, very easy to do. And we just sat down and had wonderful conversation, which seems to be kind of a dying art. So we need to bring
It was
that back.
wonderful.
As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, we're going to have John and Holly back on again. We're going to do some more cocktails
Yeah.
and possibly a crab boil because, you know, they're from New Orleans and they know how to eat. So we're going to do that. And I've spent many a night sitting around this island here eating and drinking with them. So thank you all for having us. And
you.
we
Love you
hope to
guys.
see you guys
Yeah.
again soon.
Yeah.
And check us out again at kytastebuds.com.
And P.S. In the event you get into any legal trouble,
John
please
Jermaine.
check out
John
John.
Jermaine.
Not
Or
that
he
we
can
would
make
know
you a drink.
anything about that.
Don't
but,
drink and drive.
That's right.
Don't
Public
drink and drive.
service
Great
announcement.
message. Thanks, guys. We
Thanks.
love you.
Bye.